Today is March 5th and noon Central Daylight Time. And I'm Vicki Evans, and I'm the founder of the Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs. And I'm hosting the Business Spotlights this month, celebrating Women's History Month. I thought that would be a fun way for me to give back to our women business owner community. We have some really exceptional business owners in our Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs, and I just wanted to be able to give back and give them a chance to have a voice and share with you guys what they do, why they do it, what drives them, what gets them out of bed in the mornings, all of those kind of things. A chance for you to get to know them, a little snippet of their personalities. When you see them online, it's like, okay, I see them over and over and I feel like I'm getting to know them. But this is a chance where you can see them face to face and kind of get to know them just a little bit more. And so today I have Michelle Ellis with me, and she is the owner of Ellis Farms, Ellis Island Farm. And I'm really excited for you to learn about how Michelle got started and her unique products and her funny personality. She's a lot of fun. You guys are going to love her. And so, Michelle, you want to pop in here and share who you are? Your kind of your beginnings. Tell everybody a little bit about you.
What for me, to tell you a little bit about me, I started doing a homesteading back in 2017. Started off with chickens and some goats, then went to cattle, then I went to rabbits, then I went to hogs, and then an ass. Oops, oh, that's my husband. Sorry, honey. Then I went to doing herbs and spices as well. I smoked meat for competitions, and I wanted the best seasoning that I could ever do to kick the boys' butts. And so I went down that rabbit hole one night, and I found a company that I truly believe in and became a wholesaler, and that's how the spices started out with. So then eventually evolved to teas. I went into my very first store at Reimagined in Belle Plaine, and she gave me the chance and the opportunity to start my little business there. And so she asked for tea, and I'm like, what the hell? And so that's what I did, and that's how that all got started. So that basically it in a nutshell.
And so how long have you been in business?
Actually doing the spices and teas, I've been doing this for only 5 months now.
Very good. And so you're not afraid of risk. You're an adventure taker. Would that be fair?
Very much so. Very much so. And I hope that, that instills in my children as well.
Well, and I like your style. I mean, when you go to events, I think you sell out of stuff very quickly, don't you?
Yes, I do. Especially the new sea salts that I brought in the last month or so. The bacon flavor sea salt is one of the top sellers that I have. I'm very fortunate that it is vegan. The reason why that it has to be that way, because if it had real bacon in it, you would have to refrigerate it and then it would clump. So the company that I get it for wholesale for, they chose to make it vegan, but you would never know it. Never know it. It's really good on the rim of a Bloody Mary, or you can put it on your baked potato. This is something you can put on your steak, at the very end as well. So yeah.
Sounds like it'd be good on a pizza too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so how many chickens do you have? Because you have fresh eggs too, right?
Yep, I do fresh farm eggs, unwashed. That way they last in your refrigerator up to 6 months, if they do last that long, because they're not washed. I have 80 chickens, and so I get about roughly between 3 to 4 dozen a day.
Cool. And so you're here on Facebook, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I've got the like and follow Michelle Ellis at Ellis Island Farm on the Facebook page, on the ticker on the bottom. Be sure to check her out. You're going to absolutely love her. Where are you at this weekend? A lot of events. Where are you this weekend?
This weekend, I am at Peck, right outside of Belle Plaine here, in a little small community. It starts at 9 o'clock until 3. I will be there for that event as well. I'm booked all the way until June doing vendor meets as well. So you can check, the Facebook page out and find out where I'm going to be at. Or if you want to come out here to the farm, you're more than welcome, to message me, and I will get you that information so you can come out here and see the farm.
Absolutely. And then let's see, a couple questions here. If you could have a conversation with your future self, what would that conversation sound like?
My future self, um, stay humble, um, and believe in yourself, and always, do the next right thing. Always.
Perfect. Good. That's good advice. So, how has the Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs benefited you?
Oh, my lands. They have done a lot for me, especially getting into this business, not knowing what the hell I was doing, and able to go and ask this, the questions that I needed done, to understand, and put very simple, for even, me, especially, not understanding how all this works. And so able to connect with these women, and you know they've either been through it all, or they're going through it, or they are already had gone through it. They're able to help me understand, how to promote my business bigger, better, or in a different light. I like the feedback that I get, especially, when I'm asking all these questions.
Wonderful. And so, have they helped you with new events or anything like that? Helped you build?
Oh yeah, very much so. Matter of fact, I got into an event this coming. I don't have my date in front of me.
The
It's on a
26th?
Sunday. Yes, yep, at the winery here in Peck. One of the ladies, and encouraged me to do that, and so I'm going to go to that event, and that's something that I would have missed out on if it wasn't for the women's group. Absolutely.
Very good. Very good. And so, um, let's see here. You're doing events, and oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. Do you sell your products nationwide? Are you able to ship your products?
I can ship products, yes. When I do that, I haven't ventured out that far yet, but I normally, like when family members, want to buy products, I usually send them in a little baggie with a note, and, stating what it is. I do that. And the reason why is I'm trying to figure out the most simplest way to ship without shipping it in a glass jar. I do all my spices in glass jars when I go to vendor sales or things like that. But those are heavy, they're breakable. And so now I just need to figure out the best way to be able to handle that without putting a bigger price on it when it comes to shipping to my customers.
Right. There's a wide variety of ways, but you're open to that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Very good. And so you'll be able to find Michelle Ellis on our Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs.com page. Go to our website, hit the member directory, and you will also be able to see her featured video here today, the Business Spotlight, on that page. Go to the home page of the Chamber of Entrepreneurs.com, scroll down to the bottom, and then in the lower right-hand corner, it says Featured Members. It will pop open, and her video will be there. At the very top will be a place for you to also vote for your favorite video today. So that way, the person who gets the most votes for their week will go into a contest to get a free event, complimentary of the Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs, where we'll do an event around your business. So that'll be cool. So be sure to vote. And you can find us, Chamber of Women Entrepreneurs, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the WWW. So anything else that we wanted to do? We want to do a shout out, Michelle.
I
Did you
do.
want to do a shout out for Women History?
For Women History Month, I wanted to shout out to my grandmother. I have a picture of her on my desk here in my office. She reminds me that if you put your mind to it, and regardless, you're going to be able to achieve it. She did things back in the 60s where women were able to get a checking or a savings or a loan, and she was able to do that. And then my mother also, she owned her own restaurant. She was the very first woman to ever own a restaurant in her community. And I think that is empowering. And now as a daughter and a granddaughter, and keeping that legacy, going, of doing things new, something new, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's
building the
powerful.
legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love building a legacy forward. And then shout out to Judy Green, who was a VP in the 60s at Visa, and to Alice Dethridge, who was an owner of many different exercise fitness centers and many other. She's an author and she's a pioneer of women's being on the forefront in history. So those are the two shout outs that I wanted to give on my husband's side of the family. So with that in mind, we're up off and not to have a snooze fest here for everybody. Oh, and then also check with Michelle. She's got can. It's very important if you want to have shelf items for your winter goods. So she's going to have that on her Facebook page. On her waiting, she will have help and tea can. I won't be too much longer. So you guys, thanks for joining us. You guys have a fabulous day.